Hello everyone, it's Joe here again, and today we will be talking about what to do as a teacher or a parent when your child is very hard on themselves. In other words, what should you do if every time your child or your student of yours, what if they struggle so much with making mistakes that they just self-sabotage? What should you do? Should you remind them that, other people also struggle? Should you tell them to just get on with it? So I was responding to a Facebook post on this exact topic, and this was a teacher saying that they had a student who was so hard on themselves that they was just basically give up every time a mistake would happen, and more so they would find themselves very defeated, and they would get very upset, including demonstrating that physically, basically by throwing their arms about and just quote unquote throwing a tantrum. Now, what should this teacher do? In my opinion, it's quite simple. Do not fall into the comparison game. Do not fall into the comparison game. A lot of parents end up doing this silly thing of, I bet your other friends also struggle with this. Oh, I bet your other friends can do it. I bet your other friends don't give up, right? So it can go both ways. You can even be trying to say something positive, but do not compare that child or student to someone else. It's A, pointless. B, trust me, that's all kids do is compare themselves to each other. They are in constant competition with one another, to a sometimes toxic degree. Also, don't dismiss the difficulty of that they are perceiving, or even it could be an objective difficulty. But let's forget the objectivity of it all. Let's say that it's purely subjective. They're merely reacting to how it feels to them. Don't dismiss that by saying, oh no, it's going to be easy. Oh no, it's going to be fun next time. Da, 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 da. All of that is going to be wasted energy. If it feels hard, it is hard. So what should you acknowledge instead? That it is hard. But then take that opportunity as a chance to discuss why hard is important and is not only to not be avoided, but instead embraced. For instance, talk to them about their favorite games. Maybe they play on the PlayStation, maybe they play games with friends. Let's say that this child is 10 years old. If you tell them, hey, I bought you a new game, they'll be very excited. And then you say, it's for 2-year-olds. They'll be very upset. Why would they be upset if easy was compelling? It's not. They get upset about or at least disappointed about the 2-year-old game proposition because they know that's for babies, right? That's literally what they would tell you. That's too easy. That's for babies. That's not fun. That's not fun. So what is fun? Fun is the right amount of challenge. Yes, they also, if you tell them, okay, you know what, you're right. I've got you another game. This one is for 15-year-olds. Now remember, our case study here is for a 10-year-old. Okay, that 10-year-old will probably look at you and say, yeah, I think that's too old for me. And they're right. And the reality is that this child is actually saying the exact right things. And if that's the case, then they are telling you, without knowing, that, hey, I need to be in the sweet spot. Okay, great. That sweet spot does not mean easy. It actually means challenging but just enough. It pushes me, but I can win. It's hard, but I get to actually understand the rules of the game as I deal with the challenge, with the difficulty. So when a child is telling you that, oh, this challenge is too hard, they're not telling you that it's too difficult. That's what they're wording it as, but what they're saying is, I don't understand how to win. I don't understand the rules. I don't understand the tools to get there. I don't get the win. I'm only getting... Because what happens when you play a game that you don't know how to play? By default, you'll lose. Even more so, if you're playing a game against someone who knows how to play it, you'll definitely lose it if you don't know how to win. So that's really what they're asking. How do I win? So get specific. Tell them, yeah, it is very hard. But you know what? Here's what you need to do to win at this game, right? And you do that, you teach them those tools, the path, if you will. And what's going to happen is that now they have this ability to see into the future, right? They'll look at you and be like, yeah, okay, I think I get it. And that's really the strategy. If they know how to win the game, they'll play it. And if they get small wins every now and then, they'll play it even more. And that's just it. No comparison, just teach them the rules of the game. And remind them that if it feels hard, it means they've leveled up. Good on them.